It's a crucial concept of American government that directly impacts political power and democratic accountability. What are term limits? Term limits are legal restrictions on how long an elected official can serve in a particular office. The idea is to prevent one person from holding power for too long, um, which uh, which could lead to corruption, stagnation, or lack of new ideas. The most well-known example is the President of the United States. Thanks to the 22nd Amendment ratified in 1951, the president is limited to two four-year terms. This came after Franklin D. Roosevelt was elected four times, which made many Americans worried about too much executive power. Now, here's the interesting part. Congress doesn't have the term limits at the federal level. That means senators and representatives can be reelected indefinitely. However, the idea of congressional term limits have been proposed many times, especially by reformers who want to see more turnover in office. People who support term limits argue that they help prevent career politicians, reduce corruption, and increase accountability by bringing in new voices and fresh perspectives. On the flip side, critics say term limits limit voter choice, take away experienced lawmakers, and may shift influence to unelected staffs and lobbyists who remain in Washington long term. Um, okay, let's break down the pros and cons a bit further. Supporters of term limits argue that they level the playing field by reducing the power of incumbents, those already in office, who usually have name recognition, campaign funds, and institutional support. Term limits are also thought to bring in citizen legislators or everyday people who step into public service temporarily, rather than professional politicians. But opponents warn that new lawmakers may lack the expertise needed to navigate complicated policies. This creates a brain drain in government and can lead to an over reliance on lobbyists or long serving bureaucrats who aren't elected by the public. Some real world examples include at the federal level, again, only the president has term limits, but many states impose term limits on their governors and legislators. For instance, California has term limits for both state senators and assembly members. This changed the pace and priorities of state government, sometimes increasing responsiveness, but sometimes leading to chaotic transitions. A key moment in history was the 22nd Amendment, which was passed shortly after FDR's fourth election. That moment triggered a national conversion about how long is too long for someone to hold power in democracy. So, in conclusion, term limits are a powerful tool with both benefits and drawbacks. They can enhance democratic rotation leadership, but also reduce experience in government. Understanding this debate is essential for analyzing how power is distributed in the U.S. political system. Thank you for listening.